I pretty much knew when I was about 8 years old, and I remember at a Christmas dinner, my whole family was around the table, and I had quick memorization skills, and I had memorized the movie Arthur with Dudley Moore and John Gielgud. And my uncle and aunt were like, get up, and my father told them that he was like, he can recite the movie. And my aunt and uncle had me get up on the table and recite the movie, which I did. And they went bananas, they went crazy, and I just was I was sold, I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. And also then what really sealed the deal was when I saw my first real play, when I saw Eugene O'Neill's The Hairy Ape when I was 16, and I was like, nothing else I want to do the rest of my life. I'm drawn to projects that disturb the molecules of the audience, whether it's for television, whether it's for film, whether it's for stage. I want to do pieces that are visceral, that are vibrant, that attempt to connect to an audience and absolutely pierce them in the heart, in the soul, that connects to them, because I do believe that there is something that can happen on a transcendent nature between performer and the artist and an audience in the mediums that we choose to work in. The most inspirational thing that I ever heard was when I was at my college graduation, and Christine Lottie, who was a graduate of Michigan, I went to the University of Michigan, she gave our commencement speech. And she said that when she was at Michigan, she didn't get cast a lot. And she said, I always thought it was because of company politics, or administrative politics, to which all of us as students went, yeah, totally, testify. And then she stopped us all and she said, no, the reason was I just wasn't very good. And she said, I had to realize that if I wanted to succeed, I would have to work tirelessly. And that set me on a path after that I was like, you can never work hard enough, you can never do enough, you can always get better at your craft. If I was to do anything else outside the entertainment industry, I think I would be a therapist. I think I'd be a psychologist. My advice to anybody who was on the fence about becoming an actor was to tell them or ask them to really be still and question within themselves how much they wanted to do it. Not in terms of pursuing a career to necessarily become famous or to become rich. Detach from the ultimate dream, so to speak, and look at the actual process of acting. Do they love it? And do they love it enough to be willing to go to audition after audition after audition and know that maybe they deserved the part but they didn't get the part, because the industry, the best person doesn't always get the role. Things aren't necessarily, quote, just and fair, but if you love it enough, even the darkest days will make it worth it, because it's the best.